Hello to all you Cancerians, welcome to your monthly horoscope for April 2019. These are general horoscopes, so certainly not tailor-made. Keep that in mind. If you really have a problem or a serious situation going on and you want some advice, go and check out my website and you can order a reading if you want to. Having said that, what is the general flavor for Cancer during the month of April? Well, it's not that bad at all. Some of the months are important for cardinal signs, and you are cardinal signs, but this month it's more important for the mutable sign. Again, this is general, so it doesn't mean to say that nothing will happen this month. It just means that, hey, life isn't always that dramatic, life isn't always that changeable, and this is that kind of month. So, and enjoy that. It doesn't always have to be life-changing, is it? Because that would be really hard. Now, what's happening, which is interesting for you, and it's a continuation of last month. Last month, there was a lot of emphasis on your 9th house. There is still a lot of emphasis on your 9th house. There was Mercury there going retrograde, joining with Neptune. Now Venus is going to join with Neptune. So it's still quite some energy there in your 9th house. But I think it's good energy for you. You are a water sign. This is happening in Pisces. Sorry, what am I? Yes, no, not sorry. It is happening in your 9th house, this Piscean energy. You're a water sign, Pisces is water. So this is all quite positive for you, especially if you're saying, you know, I want to meet someone new. What do? Go travel far away as much as you can, or study, take a new course, go to a workshop or something. Then you can meet someone that is really truly going to have your attention there, because Venus and Neptune together, especially around the 10th of the month, is a super romantic energy. And so even when you're not single, that could happen to you, right? I always say when you are single, but that's actually, you know, in reality. I mean, I'm doing so many readings for clients. In reality, you know, when people fall in love, it's not always when you're single, okay, now I can fall in love. No, it just happens to you. And you could really fall in love with Venus, Neptune in the 9th house, with someone from a different culture, a different country, whilst you are traveling, whilst you are studying. That could really open up your heart, so to speak. The only thing to watch out for is the very romantic, idealistic kind of energy. We are used to that, of course, of watching all those Hollywood films and movies, that this is supposed to be like that, you know, being dreamy and romantic and you know, all that kind of stuff. But it's not always realistic. So this is the same energy. It could be, woo, fantastic, soul connection, all of that, but it's not really realistic. So that's the only thing to watch out for, to not put someone too much on a pedestal, because what happens if you do that? Of course, they fall. One day they need to fall from the pedestal. So you don't want to do that. But again, when you know that you're doing it, you can enjoy very romantic energy there for you in the 9th house. So that's that energy stays there. It was already last month, but it stays there. Now, another energy that is a bit more restless, so to speak, is having Mars in Gemini in your 12th house for the whole month. And this also is a planet that's going to touch Neptune, that's going to touch Jupiter. So you could go over the top a bit with this energy. And what is this energy all about? It's fantastic energy to do things behind the scenes that no one else is knowing about. Maybe you're writing a book in secret and you're enjoying it. You know, Mars and Gemini in the 12th. Or maybe you're just very active during the night. And I mean literally. It could mean, maybe a bit more negative, that it's hard for you to sleep during this month because of Mars in the house of sleep. It's actually better not to fight it. I mean, if you say, I can't sleep tonight, of course, it's gonna make it worse. It's always better to accept the energy that is, and then you go through it way easier. So expect that you might not be having a lot of sleep during the month of April. So maybe you just got a baby and it's wah, wah, the whole time. Could be as simple as that. But anyways, it doesn't mean to say that this is wrong. It just means that for you to reload your batteries, for you to re-energize, it's not that easy for you, okay? But that's just temporary. It's only this month, and it's a good month to have vivid dreams, for instance, and maybe inspiration. Write it down in a notebook next to you. It could also mean, because it's related to also your 6th house, and Jupiter goes backwards in your 6th house, it's also related, could be related to your work, your day-to-day work, or even your health, because that's what 6th house is all about. So there could be things that you want to force at work, and some plans that you're having, but it's not time yet to implement them. It is time when Mars will go into your sign. And that will be next month. I'll just check that. Always for new beginnings, if people want that, one of the many indicators, a good indicator is having Mars in your 1st house, and that will be in the midst of May. So if you're planning something new that is related to your health, that is related to your work, it's good. It's good to start it around the midst of May. So it's a good time now to plan it, like the behind the scenes thing, okay? Be aware that you could be your worst enemy this month with Mars in your 12th house. And I mean that a bit self-destructive there. Why? Because you think that other people are the cause. You could think that other people are the cause of certain things, and actually it's you out there sabotaging the whole thing a little bit. So for instance, you're saying that when it comes to work, you're not liking it anymore. There's someone that really needs to go, and actually it's you that is just preventing yourself from the growth because you're a bit insecure. Whatever. This is just an example. It absolutely doesn't have to be that way. But be careful that you don't put the we all do it. We all put the finger on, you are the cause of my despair. Watch out for that, because 3 fingers are pointing back to you. Watch those 3 fingers. Be introspective about your actions, standing still about your action. Ask people around you what they think about your action. And you don't have to take what they say, but at least think about it. And you will get a lot out of this month in spotting your blind spots, because the 12th house is a blind spot. Having Mars there could give you some more information about some blind spots that you are having. And then when you're ready to assert yourself in a new way, which will be the midst of next month, you are ready and you are very, very sure about yourself, or more sure about what you're all about. So, excuse me, this is not the most important month, as I already said, but it's a good month, certainly for action behind the scenes. Let's put it that way. On relationship level and all of that, there's not really much going on. Just be aware of the fact that you're not trying to sabotage things there, okay? Having said that, I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for watching, you dear Cancerians, and see you next month. Bye-bye.